So why you want to get the Yeti? I can tell you, it's the tray. This tray is the #1 winner.
You know how many packs of hot dogs that you can
hot dogs that you can put right here?
Coleman, if you had a tray, you would have had my business.
You'd have had me.
You'd have had me at tray. All right, come on.
All right. That tray will hold 18 packs of hot dogs. Tree Troopers, what's up? I'm Necota Staples of Staples and Tents, and today I've gone out to West End, Atlanta to hang out with my boy Terry. We were talking about throwing some hot dogs on the grill, and what comes up? The YETI 75 cooler. So I felt like it was a good opportunity while we were out here to have a good discussion with y'all about some of the features and why I like this YETI 75. So let's get right into it. The YETI is 33 inches in length, 18 inches wide, and then 18 inches in depth. That gives you a lot of capacity, but with capacity comes weight. This thing alone weighs 34 pounds. So if you can imagine putting in ice and then food and then beverages, it becomes a lot. But the challenge with it is, once it's full and you're talking about walking around with it, it becomes a bit of a challenge. So empty, not so bad. Full, this thing is gonna give you the business. If you're looking at getting a YETI 75, those are some of the things that you're gonna have to consider. Is the weight and the awkwardness of the size when you go to pick it up. So the YETI 75 has some really good handles. These things are sort of roped in with this heavy duty kind of rubber thing going on. And also the YETI 75 has a very solid drain plug, and it has this rubber grommet that wraps around. It gives a really good seal. Once it's screwed in, ain't nothing in it coming out. One of the things that Sonia and I purchased after we got the YETI was this insert. And this is the game changer if you have the 75. And the reason why is this forms the barrier that creates a freezer on one side and a refrigerator on the other side. We love using this. What we do is we will go ahead and put in some dry ice on one side, about 1 or 2 pounds, and we'll use some of the freezer packs on the other side that we want to be the refrigerator. And we'll take food from day to day from the freezer and put it in the refrigerator, and then in the afternoon let it do the rest of the defroster. YETI sells an accessory where you have this cable lock kind of mechanism that forms a barrier that ensures that bears cannot get in it, and that's what maintains the certified bear resistance when you have that particular accessory put in there. If you're in the market for the YETI 75, I want you to understand that this is a very good cooler. The pros, it can carry quite a bit of stuff. The capacity is terrific. If you're using the insert, you got the option of having a freezer as well as a refrigerator side. This grate really does help out if you carrying up things that you don't want to be wet or to be used as a warmer area in the YETI. The YETI is very good at keeping things cold, perfect for the outdoorsman who's going to be out in the woods, either hunting, bringing in kills. You can store it in here. As far as taking this thing out into the woods for long periods of time, when we do expeditions, we're like 7 days out. And we know that this YETI is going to be able to hold whatever contents we put in it at temperature. The freezer side is going to stay frozen. The refrigerator side will stay refrigerated. The cons: it's long. It's awkward to carry when it's full. It's not really that manageable when it's not. It's heavy at 34 pounds empty. And the cost. You're looking at a very expensive cooler to carry all of your stuff. Does it justify the cost? Just depends on how deep your pockets are. But I can tell you that this is the equivalent of taking our refrigerator from inside our house out to the woods.
Is it for the tailgater, weekend warrior?
Weekend warrior is overkill like a mug. You know, if you're out going to hang out at your boy's house and you're just trying to keep a few cold ones cold, this will certainly keep it cold for weeks. You know, you probably got about 4 days that you can be out. And that's all I got. So I'm gonna go ahead.
That's all I got.
And that is why we keep it.
What
We
about
know
the tailgater?
that the food that we put in here and the ice will keep everything at temperature. And that is peace of mind when you're out in the woods. You're not worried about what's taking place inside this cooler because everything is gonna stay cold.